Excuse me, ma'am. Good afternoon. My name is Ferdian Agasa Putro. I'm from Marine Transportation Bravo. This time, I would like to talk about the flow of marine transportation, especially in this topic. I'll focus on FCL cargo. How is a cargo actually transported in marine transportation? It's important for beginners and apprentices of logistics to understand the flow of cargo and its paperwork first of all. Let's understand the overall logistic flow. Then you will know what to do in each session in the flow. First, let's see the product work in a factory. It is rare for an individual person to use containers for transportation. But some factories produce goods every day and ship them overseas every week. Our customer also transport various cargo by marine transportation, including automotive parts, frozen foods, paper, litter product, domestic scraps, packaging materials, and so on. The act of a complete product is done. A factory shipping representative send a booking to a forwarder. At this time, the flowings are informative and number of containers, pick up date, loading place, unloading place, cut off, etc., ETA, free time, based on information. The forwarder prepares vessel, truck, custom clearance, and confirms necessary document. Basically, many customers request a one-stop logistic service, which has advantage of having a single contact to complete logistic to a forwarder. And checking the necessary document is especially important. If any of information is wrong, a cargo cannot pass through custom clearance properly nor board a vessel. In addition, if a certificate of origin has mistakes, a cargo is not allowed. For duty reduction, we need special attention for paperwork mistakes. To pick up a cargo, we visit a container depot to pick up an empty container in the morning of the cargo pickup or in the evening of the day. Before container depots are also referred to as container fan pools. The depot is stacked with loss of use shipping company containers that have been cleaned and repaired. When picking up an empty container, we have to be careful on the quality of the container. A poor quality container is sometimes a signal even though we have bought a container grade a horse service is to insurance that our truck drivers check the quality of the containers they pick up and deliver them to our customers. Once the empty container is delivered to a customer factory, we load cargo into it. A large scale customer may use dozens of containers a day. We calculate the time to load and also manage truck delivery schedule. The container may shake or guilty at sea, so it is important that cargo is not moved inside. It must also be less firm. The container arrives at a port where it is loaded onto a vessel. The drum cut off is used for dot line of container get in at the port. In addition, container returns means that it has to go back to port to be loaded in a vessel. Before the container is loaded on a vessel, advance declaration of and export custom clearance have to be complete. 3. Cut-off must be fab because enough time for loading and unloading in a port is necessary. When a container is loaded onto a vessel, it is heaved and loaded by a cargo crane called an gantry crane. The total weight of the container is measured issues since it is being left. Some customers inquire whether a go-feed container can carry twice the weight of a 20-feet container, but it can keep in mind that cargo weight is roughly limited to about 25 tons. Whether 20 feet or 50 or 40 feet, there is a limit of the space on a vessel as you see the pictures. Depending on the season, it can be difficult to keep a space. PL is issued when a container loads onto a vessel. Let's take a look at the flow. PL is issued by a forwarder and it is sent to shipper. PL to consignor by a carrier service such as Dell or FedEx to consignor most often PL to pick up DRO. A container is repaired, loaded and unloaded at its port while being docked in a vessel on the sea. Arrival notes has a number of costs, such as terminal handling charge and DO fees, which an importer has to pay. Let's take a closer look at the import process. An importer must obtain DO, which is a delivery note. So that amount of money that is written and is payment to forwarder. Although same timing of the end payment PL is also submitted. If it's an original PL, the original document is submitted, and if it's surrendered PL, forwarder release DO to consignor in order for an importer to pick up container. Not only DO but also import custom clearance must be complete. Documents such as invoice, packing list, and certificate of origin are entered into the system, and a shipping person declares the import. If there is no problem with the declaration, the issue an import permit, but if not, an inspection will return. Export custom clearance. The container is loaded into vessel. PL is issued when the vessel leaves the port. Marine transportation is done. This is where we move on to the import stop, and is issued 2 to 3 days before the vessel arrives at a port. An importer pays EN and also submit PL. DO is released from forwarder to importer. We must also clear import custom. DO is submitted in a yard and the cargo is released. The cargo is being delivered. After all this process, the cargo is finally sent to the overseas destination. How did you like it? It looks like we're just transporting cargo in a container, but there are various documents required in the process. If there is a mistake in the document, a cargo will not be transported smoothly. Please understand the when cargo and document process so that you can make some international logistic arrangement. Thank you.